What up? What up? What up? It's your man Coach Stretch, and it's just me and my man Statman tonight on this beautiful Sunday evening. I hope everyone has had a blessed holiday and weekend thus far. Statman, how you feeling, brother?
Been great, man. Had another productive and great conversation with you today.
Oh yeah,
It's time to move.
yeah. Time to
All I'm
make
gonna
some big
say.
moves. That's
It,
it.
it's time to move. So that's
That's
so
it.
that's so that's going down. We starting that plan of action tomorrow. So
That's what's up. That's what's
yes,
up, man. I'm
sir.
glad to hear it, man. Glad to hear it, man. I'd like to welcome everybody in on our YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, Twitter, dark web, and all kinds of crazy stuff that we ain't supposed to be on. We are the Number Streets podcast. Um, look at Shonda. Where's the loud one? The loud one is under the weather. He's under the weather. So we're praying for Hollywood to feel better, man. What any shout outs. Oh, wait a minute. Correct. God.
God,
There we go.
um,
There we go.
shout out to God. Shout out to my baby Bree. She's standing right up there, man. She came to watch me hoop today, supported me. I appreciate her. My mom, y'all too. Like again, y'all always give me great perspective on life, man. Shout out to BJ Reed too, man. I want to shout him out, bro. He be traveling all over the place, man, pumping his beard stuff, man. My beard been bearding a little bit better. I done supported him, used it. So I'm thankful for that.
Shout out BJ.
Uh yeah, shout out to BJ.
Shout out BJ.
Um,
Good dude.
yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hard worker too, man. And I always appreciate guys who work for sure. Ward Rec, man, we're gonna talk about that in a few. It's always good seeing y'all, brothers, man. Thank y'all, appreciate y'all. All the people who like, subscribe, share.
What up, Damo?
Um, I'm just thankful, man. Like I'm really thankful. Just truly, honestly thankful. Um, are we gonna shout out where we went on?
Yeah.
Okay.
Big shout out to the Most High. Without him, we are absolutely nothing. We do everything by his permission and his permission only. Big shout out to my wife, my kids, Trial Nation Basketball Academy, Team Relentless, all my coaches, players. Um, Big shout out to the Neptunes, all my players over there and staff, Coach Sterling, Coach Jazz, Coach Gat. Big shout out to you guys. Big shout out to all the coaches that's in the PD, man. Your season starts on Tuesday. So big shout out to you all, man, putting in the time, putting in the work. Now we're about to see these wins and losses start accumulating. So we're gonna see who was really putting in work, who was really talking about putting in work. So speaking of PD and PD coaches, we want to give a big shout out to Coach Shonda Bailey, the state champion, for allowing us full access into her practices over the past couple of weeks. It has been a tremendous experience. True. It's been a tremendous experience.
We can't even get 10 minutes into the show without her acting up like that. Why? Like we not even 10 minutes into the show. Why?
Tremendous experience, man. We got a chance to kick it with Coach Bailey and her staff and her players, and she got a great group of girls, man. Great group, and we will be live in attendance on Tuesday. We will be broadcasting that game on YouTube only, live on YouTube only, and then we will actually rebroadcast later on in the week with play-by-play commentary with myself and Stats. So that's
and
going
hopefully Damo. I think
and hopefully Damo, if Damo can stop flipping houses in the trap. Well, we definitely want to say a big thank you to Shonda Bailey and the Hampton High School staff,
Thank
man.
you, Shonda.
Look, we're gonna try to get the boys later on, but right now we're on a mission to bring some exposure and some light to these girls basketball programs. So next, after Hamptons, we are on tap and booked for Bethel High School, and we will start our process to highlight the Bethel Lady Bruins over the next few weeks. And after that, we will be making our way to Denby, and then we will be highlighting the Denby Lady Patriots after that. So we're trying to get some exposure. We're hopefully I can reach out to Coach Brooks on Tuesday, get Woodside on board, get Heritage on board, get Warwick on. I know Coach Starks. I got to get over there to Warwick. I know Coach Starks will kick me in my neck if I don't do that. So we're trying to make our way around and highlight these young ladies, man, give these girls and coaches the exposure that they deserve, because they've been working hard for these kids for so long, man, so long. So hats off to you all, you coaches, and hats off to the players and parents that's been doing it the right way. Stats, you got anything you want to add to that?
Again, Key, what's up?
What up, Key? Somebody owe that man an apology. That's all.
Yeah, and we gonna get to that. So stay tuned. Again, just thank you, Shonda, for allowing us. Thank you to the beautiful young ladies who took the time to let us do interviews with them.
Yeah,
we really appreciate that.
Big shout out to Dejanelle. Dejanelle listen. Dejanelle is hilarious, man. Dejanelle, Katy Perry,
Lala,
Treyana, and as I dubbed her already, the freshman phenom, Lila Ames.
Yeah.
Coach Shonda, I don't know how you deal with them young ladies every day, but look, my hat's off to you, man. You got a great group of girls, man. Great group of girls.
That's her. Is that her mom right there?
Yep. Miss Lynn.
Okay.
Danielle Lynn.
Yeah.
Her mama.
Yeah. Hi, Deja's mom, Danielle. Thank you for tapping in with us. We appreciate you. Like it was great. Like, and it was great just being in the atmosphere, man. Just being in their presence, man. Like it's just an honor, man. Look, we outside. The number 2 podcast, we are outside. Okay. We outside,
man. Outside. So if you guys are tuning in right now, come speak to us on Tuesday, man. We're gonna be right there, man. We're gonna be in the crowd. We're gonna be live. Come speak to us. Come on, get on camera. You might get an interview. What up, Aaron? Like, come say what's up, man.
Yeah.
We out here.
Pull up. We
out here, man. And we doing this for y'all, man. We are literally doing this for y'all, man. The vision is coming to fruition. We also, I don't want to get too ahead of myself, but we also trying to plan a Number Streets podcast basketball clinic. If we could get the gym space right, we'll do a basketball clinic, and it will be free. So we pushing and pushing and pushing, and we need you guys. We need y'all help, man. Subscribe, like, share, man. We want to keep doing this for you all. All right.
Speaking of subscriptions, Danielle, I don't know if you have subscribed. Thank you for tapping in. I'm going to put the link under your comment. Please do subscribe. Tell everybody you know to subscribe. Our vision is to help the kids and help the community first and foremost. But let's be honest, we're trying to make something out of this ourselves too. And all we need is subscriptions. Like, we ain't asking nobody for no money or nothing, just subscriptions and time watching us. And we greatly, greatly, greatly appreciate that. And we're going to keep putting on for the city. That's what we're going to do.
Shout out to Chip Taylor, man. He branched off and did his own officiating thing going on, man. I can't remember, C&J, I believe it's called, man. C&J officiating. But we will be in contact with you for our Brotherhood League. Just a FYI, coming your way.
Which is still in the works. If you watch it, we have not given up on that. We just listen. It's a lot of red tape. There you go. It's a lot of red tape behind that. Me, Stretch, Mike, John Allman. Shout out to him. Like, we've been working behind the scenes to get the insurance and stuff taken care of, and that's in the insurance part is just about done. So anybody who already signed up for the league, you good. If people drop out, we coming to see you. We want you to play. Hollywood Mike.
The dead has arisen.
What up, man? What's going on with y'all, man?
What's up, man? You sound nasally, dog. You all right?
All right, man. I got over 100 degrees. You know what I'm saying? It was I ain't feeling good, but I had to come in because y'all was talking crazy, talking about the real basketball conversation gonna start tonight. This motherfucker talking about the coaches edition. You're talking about coach too.
Hey man,
You know
this
what I'm saying?
is a champions only edition, bro. So
Khalil, what
I'll
up, Khalil?
reply, bro. So we got Shonda up here, we got me, we got Stats. This is champions only, dog.
Well,
Hey,
Sean about to go. She about to go 0-22 this year. Ain't no Kennedy this year. Now you really got the coach. You really got the coach. Ain't no 35-point game score.
Well,
Got
we will say this: she has been coaching, and the practices that we were at. Hey, Coach Balin been doing her thing, man, coaching, man.
Okay. Hey, you know what okay. We gonna see. We gonna see.
Damo, that man came in there and gave all y'all cooties, man. All y'all was about to be sick.
Is that the Khalil from the gym today, Mike? The one who just commented?
Yeah.
Okay. What's up, Khalil? He was doing his thing today too. Chip Taylor, thank you for tapping in. We appreciate you and we appreciate what you're doing, man. If you don't mind subscribing, I'm gonna put the link under your comment. Please just click the subscribe button. We really greatly appreciate you, man. Thank you. Go ahead.
Now, you better treat him nice now, because he'll tee your ass up and get you up out of the game now. All right.
I've always had a good reputation with the refs.
All that demonstrative behavior will not be tolerated.
Yeah, maybe you're right. maybe you're right. Sometimes I do go. Sometimes I go too far. Sometimes that's true.
Hollywood, you got any shout outs before we move into our first topic, sir?
Oh, shout out. Shit. I guess I'm gonna shout out God. I guess, let me shout him out. My kids, all my kids, my baby Shanika, YouTube performance.
What up, Vaughn?
The Warwick Rec crew. My man Jay New.
What's up,
Jay New had a good Jay New had a good day today, man. He was
got to talk about it.
Yeah, he was doing this thing, man. Absolutely. Hey, he was doing this thing, man. But shout out to everybody, man, that's online, Hollywood, hey, listen. I don't know. I was on my way to the ER. But I said, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna get on tonight. I'm gonna get on. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get on tonight. And I don't know, I might stay about 5 minutes. Y'all motherfucker might piss me off.
Well, we'll hold on. We'll hold on and won't discuss any real basketball topics until you leave.
Okay, that's cool.
This is
cool.
Coaches only. Coaches
I'm the only one that's undefeated, 12-0. That one of those shit stats guy, he assistant. He ain't got no real impact. He ain't had no real impact. You know what I'm saying?
All right, fellas, this y'all time, man. Let's talk about
Mike, did you do your admin work?
Hell no.
Well, come on, man. I mean, listen, I'm here. I'm just here. Let's start there. I'm here. You know what I'm saying?
What up, Desiree? What up, Brittany? I see y'all tapping in, man. Appreciate y'all coming in. It's your time, and go and tell us about
I'm gonna just say it. I think I was the best player in the gym today, but it was other standouts too. Mike was hooping. Aaron was hooping.
Mike had a flu game. Mike, you had a flu game.
He didn't appear sick, and that's the problem. Because now all of a sudden he's sick, but he was like, Mike drove to the basket for 2 layups today. I thought the world was gonna end.
Check for PEDs right now. Check for PEDs. Check them right now,
man.
Somebody check them right now for PEDs. He drove to the rim for a layup. PEDs.
Listen,
Mike was. It was crazy, bro. He hit a few people with the hezzy, and when I seen him drive to the rim for a layup, I said, bro, the sky gonna crack open.
PEDs.
Right. Oh yeah, hey Khalil, you see me? Khalil had eye contact. I went back door on Nori ass. Laid that motherfucker. Thank Khalil.
He did.
Yeah.
He did.
That's real IQ.
Shout out to Khalil too, man. Khalil was hooping today. Stretch. He went back door and went and bro got the. I said, Mike. Bro, what is this?
Ain't no way.
Let's keep it for the record. You said you had the best game in the gym.
I think I was the best player in the gym today. I do.
I will say it was you, Aaron. Khalil had a great floor game.
Yep, he did. He's a really
Chaz played.
good passer too. He's a
Yeah,
really good
Chaz had a
passer.
real good. Chaz played real good
He
too.
did. He
But I
did.
would say Stats had like two game stretch where it was just like couldn't nobody do nothing with him. New played good too.
He did.
But I think I think I'll give it to you Stats by a little bit. By a little bit. You know what I'm
Thank
saying?
you.
But look, hey, I'm gonna tell you something. Pick and roll. I'm the best pick and roll passer in the gym though.
Before you do that, before you do that, Desiree, I thank you for tapping that. I never seen you appear before.
Desiree.
Desiree.
Not Desiree.
If I mispronounce it, I apologize. Thank you for tapping in with us. I'm gonna ask you to subscribe. I'm gonna put the link under your laughing emojis. Thank you. We appreciate you. Go ahead, Mike.
Oh nah. Listen, man, the gym was good. Stats, you had a game where couldn't nobody do nothing. And I'm gonna tell you what Stats do. First game, I'm gonna tell you something. Stats full of shit too, because they ain't telling the whole story. First game, Stats, he only had 2 shots, right?
I was
only lost by 1.
pissed.
So
okay.
you know what he did? He gonna sit in the corner with his baby Bree. Sit in the corner like a fucking kid.
Dog,
So I knew he was pissed. I knew he was pissed. And then next game, Stats went off. I don't know who he killed, but he went off after that.
That was when Aaron was guarding me. We was going at each other. But I think
Aaron, he gave you that work. Aaron, he gave you that work.
No, we was going at each other, but I think I got the better of that matchup today.
I told Stats, this is what a real coach do. I told him to get after it. Stop moping. Get after it. Ain't that what I told you? I want to call. Get after it. Give him a credit. I say go after it.
Look, Nat, don't do the cap, man. Come on, man. Don't do that, bro. Don't do that. Like, come on, man.
I'm just saying.
No, not you. I'm talking about Aaron. But we was going at each other. I think I just got the better of that matchup today. But Aaron did his thing too. I always give credit.
What up, Kurt?
I don't have no problem getting credit.
It was a good run though. It was a good run though.
What's good? You guys are behaving yourselves. And ain't nobody storming out. Ain't nobody cussing each other out. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, I'm proud of you guys. Proud of you, fellas.
Hey, Tay Ashby wasn't in the gym today, so that's all you need to know.
No. Well, I heard Tay Ashby was on a bender though a couple weeks in a row. So
2 weeks in a row, he been yeah.
So we ain't gonna talk too bad about that guy. He was killing y'all asses 2 weeks in a row.
I want to shout out to Bree too, because Bree was like, "Daddy, you need to I ain't gonna say exactly what you said, but just basically, I need to do better."
Damn, Bree cut your ass out.
Because I was mad, bro. Because I was like, I'm not Tristan Thompson out here. Like I can catch and I can do things on the move, but I was like, I'm gonna just go get it off the glass myself. But
the thing is, Stats though. Here's the thing, Stretch, and you can appreciate it, Stretch, because you're a coach. You got a pro team, so Stats wants the ball, right?
Right.
And I tell Stats, if you're not getting the ball, you can impact the game in other ways.
Correct.
Ain't that what Stats always say? So you got to move. You got to cut. I said, Stats, come here. Set the screen. Roll. Throw the ball to him. High post. Mid post. You know what I'm saying? But the thing about Stats, when Stats get the ball, Stats want to go Brutus. He want to pound the ball in the paint. I run a flare, Stats don't see me. But he was scoring today. But I told Stats, you can't mope. You got to impact the game in other ways, man.
I told Stats about 8 back down dribbles. You got to stop that shit.
Oh, hey, I'm talking about that. Ain't that the Charles Barkley rule? The Paul Jackson rule? Yeah. 22 dribbles.
I didn't even I always set screens and roll and cut. That's not a problem. That's why
but I gotta yell at you.
But no, it's not even that. But that's why I told Mike, I said, and Aaron, you did get Pat Bev. They did run into your knee, but I still got the better of the matchup.
Brute strength. Yeah, you're right, Damo, because he.
But what I was telling them, bro, I can catch in the short roll. I had 3 beautiful dimes today, and 2 of them was on the short roll. Like if I get the ball, I can make a play in the short roll. I don't got to just score in the post. I can do other things, but just give me the ball so I can do it. You feel what I'm saying? That's all. I won't trip.
Hey man, Newman State was killing, man. Up and down, finishing with the left, right hand, knocking down jumpers, game winners. You know what I'm saying? Somebody
you did your thing today, bro. Like
no. Jay, what you want, Jamie? You want me to come to your house and throw a fucking party for you? I just said you killed today. Said it. Jay New killed today. Hit the 3, he was killing Henry. Hit the 3 up and under. You know what I'm saying? He was involved, engaged. I threw him a pass. You know what I'm saying? In the post, he laid that thing up. Hey, he News on the shit, but News said, "Hey, Mike, they don't foul today, I'm gonna go off. And he went off. He definitely went off. Definitely went off though.
Oh, he
That-
said,
it was-
he said
it
you
was
got
all a
the
good run.
matchup too.
We'll make sure
now you
everybody
got
gets
the matchup. Hold on, let's talk about that. Let's
Oh,
talk
they
about
said
the
him was
matchup.
25.
So here's the thing. The real story is, here we go. The real story is John and I was in the gym first, me and John. So I didn't pick. New was the last pick. New was the last pick. So that should tell you something. He was the
Damn.
I was not trying to pick him. And John didn't want to pick you either. So what that tell you? So what that tell you? I had no choice.
Come on,
No,
man.
it was. Ask John. Ask John.
Now, what you doing is what you say I do about Russell Westbrook. All you had to say was Newman had a great day and just leave it at that because he did. He did.
But hold on, Stats. New just tried to call me out and said I ducked the matchup. I didn't pick New on purpose. And then I was going to get Kurt, but Kurt said he wanted to run the second game. So he said Mike. So John said Mike, Newman's going to play. So John going through what's his name? John picked Rod. He picked Rod. You know who Rod is, right? He picked Rod.
Okay.
Over Newman. So Newman was the last I got Newman. He doesn't no smoke. That's all I'm saying. He doesn't no smoke. I love Newman. Newman don't want none of this shit with me.
No shit.
I'm sick. I'm trying to get better. Y'all fucking with me now.
All right, we ain't gonna fuck with you no more, dog. Before we get into the real basketball discussion, we're gonna try to wait you out, Hollywood. Coach Prime and the Colorado Buffaloes finished up their regular season the other night. And all I got to say is that somebody owed Kiki an apology. He was dead all right. They did not make the bowl eligibility.
Stop it. Right?
They didn't. You got to have 6 wins to have 4. There's no stop. Somebody owes that man an apology. Now, here's the question. Was this season a failure for Coach Prime and the Colorado Buffaloes or the Colorado Buffaloes? Was this season a failure? Yes or no?
Go ahead, Mike.
They lost.
Hey, Kiki. How you doing, sir? How you doing? So, I hope all is well. You know what I'm saying? And I'll be following your picks too. I'll be using some of your picks too. Should I apologize to Kiki? Hell fucking no, I ain't apologizing to him. Hell no. I love him, but hell no, I ain't apologizing to him.
Listen, why
not? I said Colorado was going to be 8-3. And what I said was the game when they was up 29-0, that would have put them at 5-2 if I'm not mistaken. If I'm not mistaken, that 29-0 lead, that turned the tide for the defense. And then you got to think about it. Travis Hunter had got hurt, took him a while to get back. And we all know why Colorado wasn't winning games. They have no offensive line.
No, we don't know. Why won't they win the game?
We do. Hold on. Do I need to go to your Facebook page when you saying go Bucks?
No. I'm asking a question. All I did was ask you a question. I said we don't know why they was losing games. Hold on. You're our college football expert. You are our college football expert. Can you explain to the audience why they were losing games?
Because Colorado does not have an offensive and defensive line consistently. Okay. And what Colorado can do with their skill guys, they can stay in every single game. But here's the thing: when you got those big hogs up front, and you play a time of possession game, and you get Shedeur them off the field or Travis Hunter off the field, again they do. And then two, Shedeur Sanders stayed on his back, stayed getting sacked, still continue to get pressure on Shedeur. They don't have the big mollies up front to hold off that defensive front. I think when Prime gets the O-line and the D-line, I think they'll be okay. Now, am I going to say they're going to go Rose Bowl or something like that? No, absolutely not. But I think the season will be vastly better with the transfer portal. And Kiki was right. Kiki was right. You know what I'm saying? He was right. But I'm not apologizing to Kiki. Fuck that. I love him, but I ain't apologizing. Kiki, I hit you up in private, Kiki. We're talking private. I apologize to you behind the scenes.
Now, here's also what's been coming out lately. A lot of guys are already entering the transfer portal that were on the Colorado roster. And now we also have breaking news that some of their commits that will come in next year are now decommitting. Is this a problem?
I saw the reason, but I forgot. Why did he decommit? He actually gave a reason for it. I think if that's the same one.
I don't know.
Is that the guy that reclassified?
Nah, he decommitted.
I'm not sure.
Because
he said that because one of the guys said that they was going to still got Colorado as one of the teams though, but he opened it up to a lot of other schools. I don't know if that's the guy though. But it was another guy like that. But go ahead, Steph.
No, I wanted to know. I wanted to know the reason why before we do it. I wonder if people are not.
He's not the only one.
Yep.
He's not the only one.
Oh, he did. Okay. I wonder if people aren't on the bandwagon anymore like they used to. Like they see
that's what it is.
They see what happened this year, and it was a movement in the beginning of the year, and then all of a sudden they lost 5, 6 straight games, and it's like, do I really want to commit there? Like success brings that stuff. It's going to take more than flash and pizzazz. And obviously they had more than that. But when you go 4-8, like teams going to go somewhere where they could, you know what I mean? They could play first and foremost, and they have a better chance to win.
Well, them guys could have made a difference. They could have made a difference. And I get it. They're not winning. They're not winning. But again, we know what ails the Colorado Buffalo football team is up front with the defensive line, O-line.
I also will add to that. They got scouted.
Yep.
And the stuff they was doing on film, they had no adjustment. They had no plan B.
I don't know.
The only reason you lose 6 in a row is if you get scouted so well that you have no adjustment.
I want to say some Stretch. So they play Utah.
Yeah.
Utah don't have their starting quarterback.
Correct.
Colorado only lost 23-17. Shedeur didn't play. So if Shedeur played, they may have beat Utah. But then it goes to
if somebody played, if they didn't play.
I'm just saying, but the point I'm making is that you gotta have healthy players. You got to. I think people are ready to pounce on Colorado because they don't like the flash. But I think the season for Colorado was a success. They only won 1 game last year. And
so,
he brought out to Colorado.
So here's the question. Is it a success for Coach Prime? You say it's a success for Colorado because they won 1 game last year.
Right.
But is this a success for the Coach Prime brand?
Yeah.
I mean, it's a success for his brand, but it should be bigger than that by now, shouldn't it?
Here's what I'm talking about. Deion needs to come up. They got to bring him to the front now because he was out-coached a lot this year.
Yep.
He was out-coached a lot. And some of those guys that he brought in, they're talking about how they did everything right, went to film, did the lift, did all X, Y, and Z, and still couldn't get on the field. And now they're going to the portal.
Yeah. And it's about trust too.
It is. It absolutely is.
Guys gotta trust that you're gonna put them in the best. What's up, Prince? Put them in the best position to get to the next level. That's really what you're going there for. Obviously, you want to play great in college, but like with the microscope on that, more eyes gonna be on you. They're trying to get to the next level.
That's facts. Let's move on to some NBA talk, man. We got some hot topics here. What up, Rat? We got some hot topics coming in, man. Just for you, Hollywood, you say you want to talk about the Clippers. Russell Westbrook goes to the bench. Clippers start winning. Is there anything to that?
Hold on, what?
I'm asking a question.
What?
I'm asking a question. He goes to the bench. They start winning.
No, but Harden is playing bad. He's been atrocious for the Clippers. He had 1 game. He's been absolutely horrific.
Who?
James Harden. He's been bad.
Wait, that's not the question. That's not what I asked.
No. That should be the question.
That's not what I asked. I said, Russell goes to the bench, they start winning.
So okay, so last night they won in spite of James Harden. They won in spite of James Harden's performance last night. Russell had a great game last night.
I think
You see what I'm saying? So you two always feed this Russell Westbrook hate. And I don't understand.
I don't hate the man. I was rooting for him. I said he didn't. I said James Harden should have went to the bench. That's what I said. Russell, being a leader, said they volunteered to go to the bench.
I know Aaron. I know Aaron. That's what stats do. All I'm saying is that Harden needs to be on the bench. You need to go back to starting Russ. Harden is not the same player as he once was. We all see it. We all know what it is.
Now Russ did have a great game yesterday. He did have a great game. 6 for 9. 6 for 9 from the field, 14 points, 8 rebounds, 7 assists in 25 minutes. He had a great game.
But then he's not getting the time either. So since he's gone to the bench, his minutes has dropped like a lot. So he's not getting the time and not getting opportunities. So again, if you want to talk about stats or production, let's talk about win-loss record. Because they lost 6 straight. They did win 3, but he has not been the reason why they've been winning. He has not. He had that one good game.
He had a game winner.
I can recall. That was it.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, I mean, maybe stats want to pull up his true shooting. You want to pull that shit up?
I mean, we can pull up his true shooting. Let me see, where is he at? James Harden.
Thank you, Damo.
Boom. 61%.
Okay.
That's his true shooting.
Probably all free throws.
Yeah,
go ahead.
He's shooting tremendous from the line.
I mean, and then my counterpart here, stats, when they bring up the Westbrook and Harden, he don't want to talk.
Well, let's talk about their wins. They beat the Spurs twice.
And the Blazers twice. That's it. And then the Mavs last night.
Right. And they beat the Rockets once.
Okay, but yet you want to talk about Russell Westbrook and why and
I didn't even say anything.
I said stretch.
I'm asking the question. This is your topic. You want to talk about the Clippers?
They haven't. No, they haven't. The Harden trade was absolutely, that was a bad trade.
I agree.
It was bad.
I agree. They're currently 7 and 8, 11th in the West. Do they make the playoffs? I know it's early.
Take for Bronny at this point.
Ronnie,
let's take for Bronny.
Didn't even play yet.
Listen. Well, let's take for Bronny, man. Let's take for Bronny. I just don't get it, bro. I just don't get it. I don't get it.
That's what do you think, man? What's going on, man? What Russ need to stay coming off the bench, or do they have a bigger issue?
Well, they have a bigger issue. I've said all year that they don't have a small ball 5. So like they end games with Zubac and that's exploitable when teams go small at the end of the game. I don't really know what you do because you kind of locked into this move, bro.
Yeah.
Like, so do you bring Harden off the bench and start Russ? Then you lose Harden forever.
Yep. No, there's no way Harden goes back to being a 6-man or something like that.
It's not.
You can't flip him.
Me and Damo was talking about this, and we actually wondered who was behind this move. If Jerry West is still there, would Jerry West have signed off on this move?
I don't know who is behind this move. We know it won't Ty Lue.
Lawrence Frank is the guy.
Okay, we know it won't Ty Lue.
I don't think Ty Lue was on board with this. No. From a basketball standpoint, like they got more playmaking, but Harden at this point in his career, man, he's diminished, bro. Like he can't really get to the bucket like he used to, and that was his big allure, drawing fouls. And bro, it's only one ball.
Yeah.
Like, at some point, bro, you got to have role player type guys there who could do role player things. Kawhi's still great. Paul George is still great. You feel what I'm saying? Like, how would they beat all of these guys, bro? And
we also got to talk about Kawhi. Kawhi ain't been playing that great.
You don't think so?
I mean, last night he was 2 for 12.
I'm looking at his game, bro. It's a rhythm thing. Like
Yeah,
these guys,
that's
it's
true.
hard to get in a rhythm, and we both know basketball is a rhythm game, bro. How are these guys getting in the rhythm? How?
He's also only had one game where he put up more than 20 shots. One game. Everything else has been 16, 17 shots, 15 shots. He got one game this whole year where he's had more than 20 shots. I'm sorry, 2 games. At Utah and at LA, the Lakers.
And that
2 games.
the Lakers game was before Harden, and that was, I mean, he was there, but he wasn't playing yet, and that was overtime. He took 28 shots,
Right.
And then Utah was 22. That was obviously before Harden.
So when do we? My bad. Go ahead, sir.
I was just saying, them days of 20 plus shots gone, and it doesn't seem like, again, Kawhi's used to getting the ball in certain spots and then operating. But when you're not getting the ball in the spots where you want, when you want, bro, those shots don't fall in, bro, because you're not in a rhythm.
Man.
You're not in a rhythm.
Why is Terrence Mann shooting more than Kawhi?
Because that's the man that they helping off of. That's why. That's the man that they helping off of.
So when do we blame Tyrone? I don't have a clue, Lou. When do we start to blame him?
Get off to think about that, Rob Parker Jr. What?
I'm just saying. When do we start to blame him?
What? Okay.
Well, what's going to happen is that they're going to start blaming him, even though none of this is his fault. But as a coach, you get paid to figure it out.
I guess my question is, I'm not going to say it's not his fault. By the way, the Clippers are 22nd in pace, so they play too slow. That's one of the biggest issues. Now, you have a problem. Kawhi and Harden are generally slower paced players. PG can play both, and Russ is best in transition. So then, so now you got a different clash of styles. I guess my question to you, Mike, and please in the comments, y'all put y'all thoughts. Thank y'all for still rocking with us. What would we blame him for? That would be the question. What would we blame him for?
For not figuring it out, which is what he will get held accountable for. You got to figure it out.
What is he supposed to figure out exactly, though?
A team chemistry, flow, some kind of sets that he can run for them to all get the ball. Something. You got to figure it out.
But you brought in a ball dominant. Look, Harden in his prime was an offensive legend. Correct. But Harden's not that anymore. No. But he still has the tendencies more or less that he had then. So again, what is Ty Lue supposed to do about that? I'm not saying that he can't be blamed. I'm just asking, what is Lue supposed to do about that?
I don't know what he can do or what he's supposed to do. What I do know is this could cost him his job in LA.
Man, that would be. Come on, man.
I'm just saying. If they don't make the playoffs, let's just say hypothetically, they don't make the playoffs, he gonna get fired.
Well, Kawhi and PG have played 14 straight games, and they're 7-8, which is good for them. They play. I think that new rule has actually helped because they're actually playing games. And if y'all want to talk about that later, how players are actually playing the games now, especially the stars.
Yeah.
LeBron's only missed a game. AD's only missed a game. So the stars are playing. But I would be just slightly worried that they played that many games together. I think they've each only missed one. And they're 7-8. Obviously, you need depth and you need that kind of thing too. But
that's also because they gave up all they depth to get
Harden.
Hollywood,
Mike,
what are your thoughts on this before we switch out?
I can't hear you. What'd you say?
I said, what are your thoughts on this before we go to the next topic?
All right, talking about nothing. I just look, man. I just think that it was a mistake bringing Harden in. I just think you should put Russell Westbrook in the starting lineup. Go from there. Yeah, man. And then what's up with my guy Bones though?
He's not good. He's not good. I don't understand. Like that.
Okay.
Never mind. I don't understand.
Okay.
Bro, I be confused.
Okay. All right. Okay. We
next team. Also, your topic, the Knicks.
Well, listen, man. Listen.
Here we go. Where Kurt at?
So let me ask you a question. Julius Randle. Julius Randle's a power forward, right? Power forward.
We started.
If you was ranking players right now 1 through 100, where would you have Julius Randle at right now?
Somewhere around 60.
Stop. That's super disrespectful. Stop.
What you mean? That's right on. I'm about to say 80 first.
Stop. That's disrespectful.
What are you talking about?
Stop it.
What are you talking about?
Come on, man.
50th. So stop.
Come on, man. He's
Stop.
about a top.
He's
Do we believe that this is who he is going forward? Do we believe that?
What?
So
do we believe?
Julius Randle
he's the top. Bro, he played at an All NBA level or All Star level just last season, bro. Like,
no. That was 2 years ago.
No. I'm saying last season too, he was pretty good for them, is what I'm saying.
And I had said that he was going to be an MVP candidate, and he was 2 years ago. Now that ship has sailed, and I think Tibbs needs to go. I think Randall needs to go. I think Quickly needs to go. I think the guys that no seriously, Grimes needs to go. I think that the New York Knicks. No. Listen, let me listen. Hartenstein, whose stat says is a good rim protector. Hartenstein, he needs to go. I'm keeping Brunson. I'm keeping Hart. And I'm keeping Barrett. Rest of them fuckers can go. And let's build from there and start from there. And I like Mitchell Robinson. That's it. I like Mitchell. Rest of the motherfuckers can go. The Knicks are a bad team.
I like Hartenstein. I like Hartenstein. I like him. He's a quality big. I like Hartenstein.
Listen. Let me ask y'all something. So, do you think the New York Knicks? Do you see them as a viable threat in the Eastern Conference and making a deep run in the playoffs? This should be a quick answer.
That doesn't mean they're bad, though. That doesn't mean they're bad. And right now, they're seventh in net rating. They're seventh in net rating in the entire NBA. They're a good team, bro. They are a good team.
So we have this conversation every year about these subpar teams. Oh, their net rating. We don't give a. The New York fans don't give a fuck about net rating. They don't care about that.
New York fan. They're 11th. They're 11th in offense and 6th in defense. That's a good team, bro.
Okay. And they're always good on defense. But what has that resulted in?
That's Tibbs, though.
What'd you say?
I said that's Tibbs, though. I think Tibbs is actually a decent coach for them. You just have a Julius Randle issue. He got him buying into playing defense, and he has adapted some of his old ways. He has them playing faster.
The state of New York should no longer be called the Mecca of basketball. The Mecca. We need to go to Los Angeles, or we need to go to Miami or something like that. They should no longer be called. I don't know what state, but New York should no longer be called the Mecca of basketball. At some point, we have to have a real conversation about the Knicks. They're the media capital of the world, right? People playing top dollar to go to the Knicks game, and they have resulted with 0 championships, a bad product. Like when you go to New York now, you don't go for Knicks games no more. You don't do that. You go for the pizza. You go for the pizza. You go for White Castles. You don't go to no fucking Knicks games. I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna say it again. The New York Knicks need to think about relocation. They do. You cannot have a team like New York, the media capital of the world, and they're never in the playoff race. They're never in title contention. Never. They don't make the moves they should make. Look at LA when Kobe left. They retooled, got AD, got LeBron. They back in the thick of things. New York is better when they're winning, but they don't care. Let's relocate them. Who's out there? Give me a state that's out there. Las Vegas. Let's get a team in Vegas.
You didn't even
Let's
say
get a team in
Virginia, you
Vegas.
didn't say Virginia and Virginia Beach.
Absolutely not. Nobody going to no Virginia Beach. That's a fucking shit show. No, nobody going to Virginia Beach to watch no damn. No, stop. Nobody going to no damn across the water. Absolutely not. I know the Knicks ain't going nowhere, Kurt, because people like you. You know, people like you. That's why Knicks ain't going nowhere. And again, the Lakers may suck, but what the Lakers did is says, hey, we need to retool. And what they do, they retool and they got a chip. The Knicks were still waiting on. Knicks haven't won a championship since 1978. Now, David DeBusch is a fucking governor. He's in political office now. You see what I'm saying? Look at how long ago that was. 1978. Come on, man.
Yeah, Seattle's first on the list, Marcus. I forgot. Seattle and Vegas are the next two.
Let's go to Seattle. Let's go to Seattle. It's absolutely an atrocity what's going on in the state of New York. It is.
If you want to call them overhyped by the media, that's fine. But they're a good basketball team, bro. If you think they got a low ceiling in the playoffs, that's fine too. But the reality is, and we was talking about this in the gym today, there's really two teams, maybe three, who we believe in. Four now with Philly, and Miami, Philly, Boston, and Milwaukee.
So why not New York, though? All the net rating shit you just spewed out there, why not New York?
Because there's a difference between regular season and playoffs, Coach Mike. Yeah, you should be able to tell us that.
Yeah, let me contact since you like to deal with the constituents and people in the offices. Somebody call me Eric. What's his name? Mayor Eric Adams. Let's call him.
I think he just got pulled up on by the feds too and all that, and so I don't think he might be busy. Yeah,
I just think you got a Julius Randle issue, and to be honest, I think if you could find a way to package Julius Randle, some picks, and maybe another player for Zion Williamson, you'll be just fine.
Stop.
And I think that helps both franchises.
First of all, Julius Randle used to play for the Pelicans.
I know.
If they take him back for Zion, Mike, I agree with you. Expose him. The Pelicans need to be. If they take Julius Randle back for Zion, they got to go. We shipped it wherever you want to. I'm telling you, we shipping it wherever you want to.
Hey, look, what I'm saying, it helps both franchises because the Pelicans got a Zion Williamson BI issue. They got to figure that out. Even though they're playing decently right now, but Zion is not happy. Clearly, is not happy. Julius Randle does not belong in New York. Zion wants to be in New York. Just swap him.
Cat.
Shout out to RJ Barrett too. He's been very good at the beginning so far this year.
Yeah, Margaret. I mean, whatever you need to do to make that happen, go make that happen. Or get Cat. Whatever. But I think you got to get Julius Randle up out of there. And I think Julius Randle can play well with Edwards.
No.
Yeah. Willie Green's on his way out.
Stop.
Okay.
That's a bit much.
Willie Green and Adrian Griffin. Hot seat candidate.
Yeah, Adrian Griffin might actually be on the hot seat.
Might be on the hot seat. Next topic. Let's go to these NBA surprise teams. Surprise teams in the NBA. Where is that picture at? There it is. Look at the standings here. Look at these standings, fellas. Now, at the beginning of this year, did we think that Orlando would be the second seed in the East? Did we think OKC would be the second seed in the West? Hell, did we even think Minnesota was going to be the top team in the West? And yes, it's still early. We're about right around 20 games, close to 25. But this is what's going on right now. What are your thoughts, fellas?
I said in the beginning of the season that Orlando was the team to watch. Me and Mike actually said that. I said I think they would be pretty secure as a playoff team. Their defense is third best in the NBA. They are fifth in net rating, and like they're really good, man. Those two young wings out there, Paulo and Franz. Jalen Suggs is one of the best defensive guards in basketball. And shout out to Jamal Mosley. Got to give credit to black coaches, man. Jamal Mosley has them hooping out there, man. Former Dallas assistant. They are balling out there. And I really think that I don't know if their offense is sustainable long term. I don't, because they don't necessarily have a lot of spacing. But that defense is legit. They just beat the Celtics the other night. They're a good team, man. They're a good team. I do. By the way, George Banks, thank you for tapping in, man. We appreciate you. If you don't mind subscribing, I'm gonna put the link under your comment. I hope you're having a good night. Mike, did I do well with that?
You did great. You did great. It only took you 2 seasons. So I'm gonna say this, man, and I'm gonna get on out of here. Definitely under the weather, man. But I think what's not being said is Minnesota. That to me, that's been the biggest surprise in the league is Minnesota and how well they played. So
I hate you right now. You about to get off. See, that's why you do that.
What I do? Ooh. What I do? I just said Minnesota is playing really, really well. Yeah. As a collective unit, they play really, really well. Anchored by Ant-Man. I don't understand what I said wrong. I'll sit on for about 4 more seconds. Tell me where I went wrong at.
I told you this before. Ant-Man Anthony Edwards has been great. Minnesota is the number 2 defense in the NBA, and they're number 13 on offense. They are winning primarily with defense. Who's the best defender on the team? Anybody. Everybody don't answer all at one time. No, you don't got to answer all at one time. In the comments, please. Who's the most impactful defender on the Minnesota Timberwolves? Again, don't hurt your fingers trying to type. You don't have to do that. I'll wait. But Mike,
Anthony Edwards has been superb on wing defense. And they got that other kid as well. I forgot his name.
Jaden McDaniel.
Thank you, Kurt. That's all I was waiting for. Because when I said that earlier, when I said that earlier, Mike, you completely dismissed Rudy Gobert. Not Anthony Edwards is their best player.
Goat. You call him a defensive goat.
I think he is. But
we went through like 8. We went through all these centers and defensive players, and Rudy Gobert wasn't better than none of them. We went through all these players.
I didn't say that.
Anthony Davis, KG, Ben Wallace. Rudy ain't better than none of them.
I mean, okay. I didn't even agree to Ben Wallace, but fine. Either way, my point is that Minnesota's winning with defense, and Rudy's the best defender on the team. So Anthony Edwards has been great. It's no question. But they're winning primarily because of their defense. And Anthony Edwards contributed to that. I'm not saying he hasn't. He absolutely has. All I'm saying is we might got some credit. That's all.
I'm gonna get out of here, man. You know, I'm under the weather, so man, try to stick along.
All right, man. We hope you feel better, man. Make sure you hydrate, and then ladies and gentlemen, the real basketball conversation will begin.
I want to be here when it begins, because as soon as I hear it, I'm gonna be listening. I'm gonna log back on. Don't fucking play with me.
Don't hurt yourself,
show, man. I'm gonna holler at y'all.
All right, man.
All right, man. Feel better, brother.
Appreciate it. All
right. Minnesota. Do you believe? Do you believe in them? Do you?
Yeah, they're building on the momentum they had last year. They were in the playoff chase. They made the playoffs, if I'm not mistaken. And they got better. Anthony Edwards has taken a big leap. Cat has taken a step backwards. And I think that's the thing that is best for them.
Feel better, Mark. I don't know how Cat fits on this team with the way that they play now. I do think
Well, that's why I
offense.
said they got to get rid of him, man. They got to get rid of him. Knicks got to get rid of Julius Randle, and the Pelicans got to get rid of Zion. Like,
No, the
that's
Pelicans
where we
will
are
get
right now.
the Pelicans would get rid of Brandon Ingram before Zion.
Well,
I would at least.
they
So
need,
I
they
don't
need to
think
do something.
I think Zion's played in every game this season, hasn't he? Except one with through the
Except
birth
one.
of his.
Yep.
So
Well, congratulations to him, by the way. I'm glad he gave up the pornography.
Lord have mercy. All right, bro. Listen, I
What? What?
whatever your vices are, y'all, that's not, hey, you do your thing. But you got to stop, bro. Anyway, I do think I worry about Minnesota's offense long term. I don't know, you know what I mean? I don't necessarily know where they're going to get all their scoring from. Playmaking a little bit worries me too, but it's a
I
really
agree
good
with that,
team.
Marcus. A back step, it doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad thing for Cat. He need to take a back seat.
You mentioned what you call it, OKC.
Yeah. Now they're really good. And I didn't foresee them being this good,
No, not this early.
but they're really good.
They got the number 2 net rating in the entire NBA. They are 7th in defense and they are 6th in offense. So yes, they are a really good team. You see this last thing though.
I actually do.
Do you?
Yeah.
What,
I really
what do you
do.
think is sustainable about this?
They play in a way that not a lot of people can match up with. I mean, they got the double-headed monster, pause, with SGA and Josh Giddey. Yeah,
We're gonna
Luke
talk
Dort.
about him later too. Go ahead.
We'll get with him in a little bit. All right, Marcus, you have a good night, man. And they got, was hey, listen, and you called it. Chet Holmgren actually might be the rookie of the year, man.
I said it. Yep. Chet Holmgren is really good.
He's really good, man.
He's really good. He anchors the defense. I found it interesting knowing a lot of other teams are doing this. Like they will put their like on the beefier centers. Like they had Jalen Williams, Jay Will guarding Embiid last night and had Holmgren off the ball.
Yep.
I don't know how you feel about that as a coach now that the actual coaches are on the podcast. But like Holmgren, I mean, he went off. I do worry about him in strength matchups. I also worry about him anchoring on the glass. But
he's not a great rebounder.
Yeah.
But they got, I mean, what they give up in quote unquote rebounds, they create a lot of turnovers. They creating a lot of turnovers. And they flying around. I mean, they play great team defense, man.
Yeah, and again, they got athletes. Obviously, you got Shea, you got Jalen Williams. He's 6'6" with a 7'2" wingspan. This is J-Dub. Yeah. Obviously, you got Chet. They got one of the best shooters, Lu Dort.
Lu Dort's been impressive. He's been impressive on defense for me.
Yeah.
He's been really impressive.
You got one of the best. I completely lost my train of thought. I like Lu Dort. You know, the team defense, I want him to get a little bit better at that. But the individual, like he can guard just about any guard.
Yeah.
And some smaller wings. I just think for me, inexperience may be a problem going forward for them. But like they're really good, man. They're really good, and I think there's a big part of that that's sustainable too. And I'm glad they're doing well. Like I mean,
they're beating some really good teams. Like they beat the Suns, they beat the Warriors twice.
Are the Warriors a really good team to you?
They beat the Cavs. They beat the Cavaliers. I think the Cavaliers are pretty good.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean they handling their business, and they beating up on the teams that you're supposed to beat up on. They're probably
Yep.
the most impressive win is probably against the Bucks. That was last month.
Got you.
But I mean, look, you got to beat who's on the schedule, and they beating the hell out of the teams that are below them. Like they beating the hell out of them. 134-9 against the Trailblazers.
And yeah, that's the team you're supposed to beat. So
they beat up on them.
Listen,
Damo, I just looked at that, sir. There was no split here. From what I'm seeing here. Yeah, they beat them twice. November 16th and the 18th, they beat them twice in a row. And then the Warriors beat them on the 3rd. So actually that series belongs to OKC, sir.
Who we talking about next?
Or we talking about Orlando?
Yep, we did.
Okay.
I think. Look, I think that they, again, the spacing stuff, the spacing issues in the fourth quarter are a bit of a problem. But again, they're young, athletic. They're led by Franz Wagner and Paolo Banchero. Cole Anthony actually had 30 tonight. Yeah, so like again, they're getting contributions from everybody, man. And you know,
yeah, they have some impressive wins.
Yeah, they do. They just beat Boston. I think it was 16, right?
Yes. They beat Boston. They beat Milwaukee. You know what I'm saying? Like they beat Indiana. They beat Denver. Like they have some impressive wins. They beat the Lakers. They got some impressive wins, man. I hope they keep it up because they're actually fun to watch, man. If you just sit down and watch them, they are fun to watch.
If you got a chance, man, tune in and watch the Orlando Magic, man. They're a really good team.
And they have well-balanced scoring. I'm talking about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They got 6 guys averaging double figures.
Yep. They're really good.
That's crazy.
Yep, they're really good. NBA is as deep as it's ever been, bro.
Yeah.
Deep as it's ever been.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Yeah. I think we could talk about the look at Damo. Damo talking something for OKC now. Good topic right here, man. KG speaks out. And I'll let you take the floor on this one, man, about what KG was saying on the Stephen A. Smith show.
So, okay. So we all know Stephen A. Smith's stance on the current generation and the player that's still the face of this generation. And Kevin Garnett said that at some point we got to embrace the greatness today. And he started describing players. He described Wemby. He described Steph. Obviously LeBron. And he described a litany of great players today. But the problem is that because we're always comparing them to yesteryear, we don't appreciate the great players today and the different things that they're doing. Essentially saying that the game has evolved, like let the 90s go, and now is who we need to pay attention to. What do you think about that stretch? What do y'all think about that in the comments?
I think you have to appreciate yesteryear. I think that's a good way to put it. You have to appreciate yesteryear because we don't get the evolution of what we have now without the contributions and of the stars from before. There is no LeBron James without Magic Johnson. Magic Johnson is probably one of the first big guards and there's no Magic Johnson without Oscar Robertson. See what I'm saying?
I was about to say Oscar was
Yeah, and you see how it keeps evolving. You see what I'm saying? I mean, and that's how it goes, though. And it's so many guys that looked up to Jordan when they were born. And that's, that athleticism is because of Michael Jordan and how athletic he was. That, and then that came Kobe. And now after Kobe, you get all these guys who now taking what Kobe had and what Michael Jordan had, and they're now pushing it to a higher level. I think you just got to appreciate it all. But it does, when you think about it like this, you got to have a new way of thinking when you talk about the GOAT debate. You got to have an open mindset for the GOAT debate. Is it even fair to say greatest of all time, like period, and include everybody? Or do you start breaking it down into eras? Because there was a Magic and Larry era. There was a Kareem era. There was a Wilt and Bill era. And now we're coming out of the LeBron era. And he ain't letting it go. He ain't letting it go.
I mean, I think the GOAT conversation is a stupid one. I do. I have my opinion on who I think the GOAT is. I ain't really trying to get into that now.
Right. That's for another day.
That's another day. But I think the entire conversation is stupid because a lot of times it's not ever contextualized. Guys play against different players with different sets of rules, different coaches, all kinds of things. So, like, you could say greatest of an era or greatest of, whatever. But yes, all of them should be appreciated. I just think the issue that Kevin Garnett was speaking of specifically was that on certain shows they push 90s over everything. And
Well, I think he's talking directly to Stephen A. Smith. Like
he's talking directly to him.
Yeah.
And for me, I just find it fascinating that if you've actually watched the 90s game through the lens of also watching 2023 games, ain't no way. Listen, that is some of the most unwatchable. Listen,
it's hard to watch.
It's very hard to watch.
It's hard to watch.
Like there's ball movement, pick and roll, like all types of defensive switches, scram switches, peel switching.
It's hard to watch.
You will not see any of that in the 90s game.
It's so like the way we see basketball now, you know what I'm saying? And it could be I personally think that the 2010s, like going into the 2010s, I personally think that's the golden age of basketball, like the 2010s to about 2020, somewhere around in 2015. I think that's the golden age of basketball where you would just filled with all these athletes that could do more than one thing. And just having that in your mind and then going to look at a 1992 basketball game, there's literally 8 people inside the arc. Like, what are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing?
And the rules were so different that
the legal rules. Like, you couldn't be in the paint, period. Like,
that's illegal defense.
If you was in the paint, period, it was an illegal defense.
You had to be, like you couldn't help. You either had to send a hard double or you had to stay home.
Yeah, that was it. Outside the lane. And I mean, look, the 90s, especially for guys like you and me, and for a lot of our viewers, the 90s is what we grew up on. I mean, look, we was watching NBA on NBC on Sundays.
It's very nostalgic. The Round Ball Rock is one of the greatest theme songs ever. But at some point, we got to leave that there. Like, if you want to listen to listen to the theme song, go to YouTube. While you're there, subscribe to the Number Streets podcast. Either way, like, you can do that. There ain't no way, bro, we can watch. Bro, I'm going to tell you, I do not want to see Mark Jackson posting up for 10 seconds.
40 feet away from the basket, bro. He's posting and backing down. Ugh.
Like,
that was hard to watch, man.
Like,
it was hard to watch. I'm talking about watching Reggie Miller get a stagger screen, and he shoots the longest 2-pointer you could ever shoot. It was celebrated.
Yeah, I don't understand it, bro. Like, just think about how many points guys left on the table because of that. I hate long twos. You know that. If I'm coaching, if you shoot a long two, I'm going to warn you one time. Huh?
I say you shoot a long two like that, you got to come sit by me.
Right. You got to come sit down.
I'd rather you miss the 3. Just go ahead and miss it.
Just, ain't no way. But yeah, it's different. But KG was speaking directly to that, bro. And
Yeah, I
there's a large faction of people who pander and speak to people who still like the 90s. And it's okay to still like them, bro. But
I mean, the 90s has its, highlights. And again, a lot of the stars that we grew up on came out of that era. So I get it. You know what I'm saying? I get it. But you talking about from a pure basketball standpoint?
ain't no way.
Ooh, it's hard to look at.
Ain't no way.
Hard to look at. All right, man. This takes us to our biggest topic of the evening. Josh Giddey. For those who don't know, Josh Giddey made headlines this week for allegedly being involved in a relationship with a underage young lady in Oklahoma City. It sparked a lot of controversy. The NBA is currently looking into it. But, social media, hell, man. Social media get your toe off, man.
Quickly.
Social media get your toe off quick, man. So that's what we are, man. He's currently under investigation for being in an inappropriate relationship with an underage young lady. So the facts are the young lady is 17.
Yeah.
She's 17.
Allegedly, there was another one that was 15 too.
Oh,
for context, for context, age of consent in OKC is 16.
It's 16.
Just throwing that out there. Just throwing that out there.
Yeah. So this young lady is 17 years old. Josh Giddey is 21. And apparently the other one, she was 15 and he was 19 or something like that, or I don't know. But the one that's about to hang him up right here is this one. 17, he's 21. Now, I hate to be the bearer of bad news.
Here we go.
But how is this any different than what? I'm sorry. I graduated in 2001. You did too, Stats. And we've seen the girls leaving school getting picked up by these military guys and these guys that were in college already. We've seen it. Nobody said a word. Nobody said a word. How is this any different?
Like, so you just trying to set me up, right?
No, I'm just asking. I
mean, now, mind you,
I ain't gonna say their names. I ain't gonna say their names.
Yeah.
But look, if you watching the show, I know your ass. You was in that car with that military boy. I seen you.
Well, our high school mindset was like, why couldn't we pull her? But then he pulls up in a nice car with money, and we ain't had that. So that was probably an element of that. For some reason, and I do not understand why, men, because I don't want to say women, because we're just talking about a man and a young lady, they find young Leonardo DiCaprio as an example. I do not understand the fascination with a younger woman. I don't understand. I mean, I know what it is for men. I don't understand it. Like, y'all don't have the same maturity level. What do you have to talk about? Maybe you don't want to talk, and maybe that's fine. But I just I don't get it.
We can also look at it. Of course, we look at it like that. I mean, it's wrong when you look at it like that. However, let's look at the world where in other countries, and Josh Giddey is not American, by the way.
Yes.
In other countries, fathers will literally give their young daughter into marriage starting at age 15 or 16. Two grown men. We ain't talking about Josh Giddey 2021. We talking about grown musty ass dudes, 35, 40, to be a wife and bear children. And the USA now, you turning up your nose, and the United States of America is one of the most crooked, most rapey, if that's a word, child molesting.
Well, wouldn't this be if she's underage? Wouldn't this be statutory?
No,
Okay.
no, this wouldn't be. She's 17. He's 21. Maybe he might be on the border. I think it was like.
Well, he is 20. He is
3.
21. He is 21.
Yeah, I think it's 3. I think it's 3 years. Something like that. But look, I don't know, man. I know it's wrong, and I know Josh Giddey of all things. I mean, he might not have knew.
Why? I just want to know why.
I don't understand. I don't get it. I don't get it. But hey, again, he's not from here. He's not from America. He's from Australia. And when I did a little digging in Australia about that stuff, their culture, this is how they get down. This is definitely how they get down. They marry early. They marry early, and they usually get a teenage girl, 17, 18 years old. That's how they get down. So,
bro, you're an NBA player.
Revoke his green card. Send his ass back to Australia.
Stop. I wonder. I mean, look, if this ends up being true, he definitely got to get packed up. Like if you met, come on, bro. Like, come on, man.
You just said it, bro. The OKC legal age is 16. She's over that age. We don't like it, but guess what? There's no crime here. And I assure you, her parents ain't said a word. It looked like they was in the same crib with the brother, like everybody chilling.
I don't understand how the legal age of consent is 16. Bro, like
because the United States or America was doing other things to other young ladies that were even close to, if not younger than that. We live in a crooked ass country. I'm just telling you. I mean, it's ugly and it's messy, but the United States of America is one of the most crooked. And look, the whole thing, bro. And absolutely, Mr. Banks, her parents looking for a dub, and they got one. Josh Giddey throwing that thing at their daughter. Look, go marry her. Soon as she turned 18. The crazy thing is, she's a junior in high school. She got a whole nother year of high school, bro. What do you have to talk about?
That's what I don't understand. That's the part that I don't get, bro. Like, what are you?
She got a whole nother year of high school, bro. I don't get it, man.
You're a 21-year-old young and up-and-coming player in the NBA. I'm positive, bro. You travel all across the United States.
Yeah.
82 games a year. Well, 41. And you pick a high schooler.
He probably met her in some of that dark web shit. You know what I'm saying? Twitch and streaming. I don't know. I don't want to give it too much energy, but just be looking out for a ruling in the next couple of weeks. Josh Giddey ass might be going back to Australia.
Bro, I'm gonna be honest. I don't even think he's gonna get in trouble for real.
He's not.
So.
Legal age of consent is 16. She's 17. She know what the hell she's doing. So do her parents.
What was fascinating is people were joking, calling him Karl Malone, and Karl Malone was obviously different.
Way different.
Yeah, I would just say y'all Google Karl Malone if y'all don't know.
Way different.
Yeah.
But you want to talk about the media coverage on these subjects between this,
so
Kyrie and John Morant.
John Morant. And please, we would like some participation in the comments on this stretch. I want your thoughts too. So there's been a lot of people on Twitter. That's usually where I get a lot of my social media stuff from. Well, now X, I'm sorry, because Elon done fucked it up. But anyway, there's a lot of people comparing the media coverage to Josh Giddey and the alleged underage stuff versus Kyrie posting a link that didn't outright say what wasn't outright anti-Semitic
Right.
versus Ja online. I mean, in the Instagram live with the gun. He did it twice, to be fair. Why do we think that the media coverage is different? And should Josh Giddey's be covered at the same level as Ja and Kyrie? Now, me personally, I don't, obviously the obvious thing you go to is race. But me personally, I think what Josh Giddey allegedly did, was worse. You mess with underage women, that's worse. Kyrie just tweeted out a link, and I'm not saying that people who are offended shouldn't be offended. I can't tell you how to feel. But I don't think that he's anti-Semitic, and I don't think that was his intention. While what Ja did was stupid and immature, he didn't hurt anybody, and he was on an Instagram live. So what do y'all think is the difference in the coverage between them? Because they put Ja put himself on blast. But like, why do you think there's a difference in the level of media coverage? Stretch. And in the comments too, please. Or do you think it's even a big deal?
I want to say a whole lot here.
Okay.
The initial thing is race, and it's the easiest thing to pick on. And I also want to, applaud Kyrie Irving for retweeting that link to the movie. And what he said in response to being called anti-Semitic is that how can you be anti-Semitic when you are Semitic? And he got blowback for that. And John Morant issue was just pure ignorance, because he got brought in after the first incident. The NBA told him don't do it again, and then he did it again. And out of all three, Josh Giddey is the only one that's illegal, like real illegal, illegal. Because if John Morant owns a gun, he has the right to carry his gun around if he has the proper license and so on and so forth. He could carry that gun around. Kyrie Irving almost got crucified for his knowledge of a subject. I'm not even gonna call it an opinion, because what he said was not opinion; it is fact. And then we got to talk about popularity of athletes.
That's a good point. I didn't even think of that.
Kiki said it. Yeah, good point.
That's what I'm saying. That's a good point.
John Morant got shoe deals. Kyrie also has shoe deals, and they the face of the franchise, so on and so forth. And Josh Giddey is just a guy from Australia doing, I hate to say it like this, but he's doing what so many other white folks have done since the start of time. Bend rules, do whatever they want to do, and so on and so forth. That's what they do. So, and like I said, out of all three, the only one that's really illegal is Josh Giddey.
Well, you can't offend certain people. We can be offended all day, but
I'm glad you said that, because I'm without getting super deep into it, I don't understand how you can offend a group of people, but the black man and black woman gets offended every day on every station, news outlet, social media, constantly, every day, 24/7. There is no off day for the disrespect of the black man and the black woman. There is no off day for it. There is none. And when somebody tries to put a little hope into us and to let us know that we were something before we were slaves, you get crucified for it. And that is messed up. And that's all I'm going to say on that subject.
Big Mike, what's up, Big Mike? He had a point. Ja had the laser pointed at the NBA team after. That's true, which was stupid.
Well, that was, we don't even know if that was Ja. They said that was someone in Ja's crew, but Ja was in the car. or a truck or whatever it was. And it also could have just been a laser. But you know,
Come on, man. Come on, bro.
I mean, hey man, you know, could have been just a laser pointer. But you know, I don't know.
If you seen a laser pointer at a Neptunes game, you don't care what it is. You know what you
stop the game, bro. We're gonna stop the game, and everybody got to get out.
Right. Exactly. Laser pointers ain't nothing to play with.
Everybody got to get out.
You got to go.
But yeah, I mean, I think that's the biggest issue, man. And Kurt just said it, man. Same thing with Big Ben. All that stuff got swept under the rug quickly.
That was insane, bro.
Yeah.
Insane.
Same thing with Urban Meyer. Urban Meyer was real handsy, to say the least. Where was that at? But yet, and here's another thing. This whole week, we've seen all these men have sexual assault cases being brought upon them all week long. Stuff, some of it is old as 1994, 92. They bringing all of it out to light now.
The last day was Thanksgiving, for those who didn't know, which is why it was more coming out.
Yep.
That's why I said Mayor Eric Adams might be busy because he was in.
Yeah.
But honestly, that just leads to a different conversation for me. Like, as a man with a daughter, yes, while I do understand that people do try to come back and get you after the fact, it's also a thing where if you were a victim, but you scared to speak out, you get courage when other people speak out too.
Yeah.
So when you see that, it's just like, I don't want to question people's intentions in that. I don't, and I'm not. But that's crazy. A lot more stuff gonna start coming out with that, bro.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
A lot more stuff gonna come out.
I mean, and it should, man, because if you're a creep, man, you belong you belong in jail. If you're a creep, you're out here raping people, touching people inappropriately, and you got to go, man. You got to go. Your money and your esteem, your notoriety should not be able to save you from doing that stuff, and it shouldn't give you a license to do it. So you know, I'm glad this stuff came out. I'm glad it came out.
I just don't. People with power, man. The people with power run the country, bro. Whoever that is, not a specific race. You're able to do whatever you want and get away with stuff because you got money.
Well, it is a specific race, but I won't get into that.
Well, no more Number Streets podcast. Thank you, Strat.
Well, I'll look. They can shut this one down. I'll rename it something else and bring it right back.
They block our IP address. We don't know how to change that.
I get a router.
Good point. You got the money for that. I don't.
Get a scrambler. You know what I'm saying? Whatever.
Thank you, Mr. Banks. Please subscribe. I put the link under there earlier. Please subscribe. We would really appreciate that. That helps us a lot.
Yeah, I mean, look, I ain't nobody, man. I'm a little fish in a big pond.
Well, I'm with you. And I just think that stuff got to stop, bro.
I agree.
That stuff got to stop. Thank you, Mr.
Talk
Banks.
to me, Eric. Talk to me, Mr. Fogg. That VPN, baby. Get my joint under. You can't find it. Can't find my IP address.
Stretch, I gotta give you some of this tuna, bro. It's good.
Man, I don't eat that stuff, bro. I don't eat none of that, man.
Come on, man. Stop.
Nah, I don't eat that stuff. I'm allergic to seafood, number one.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. So, unless you're trying to kill me, y'all.
I'm not.
I take somebody offering me seafood as disrespect once they know that I'm allergic to seafood. Hey, man, come try this crab dip. I'm allergic to seafood.
Now you're trying to kill me.
Right.
I hope everybody had a great Thanksgiving, man. I didn't even get a plate, bro.
Bro, you should have came. Bro, you should have came through, bro.
Well, you didn't see. Now you're saying that, bro. You didn't say that before. Like, bro, you got to stop. Like, you got to stop.
I didn't know what you was doing because you had like you was gonna hang around there. Then I didn't know if you was coming over here this way or not. But, bro,
Well, I see you about to get me in trouble because I was about to say something.
look, touchy subject. So that's why I ain't say a whole lot.
Yeah.
But the next time I have because I don't celebrate holidays. So the next time I have a family gathering, which is what I do, I try to have one like once a month. I'll make sure you get an invite to the family gathering.
My mom invited me, but she went to see my family in the country. And I actually got invited. I actually got invited to Philly and didn't go. Now I regret it.
Regrets to eat you up, dog.
I'm gonna leave that one alone. So why you keep trying to set me up, bro? I'm being good up here. Why
don't worry about it, bro. We gotta get out of here, bro. We gotta get out.
You trying to get me? Nah, bro.
Nah, man. Hey, look. So I just want everybody to know, man. We had a great holiday, man. Look, man. My wife did her thing on that damn turkey. I'm trying to tell you, bro. She what you say? 2018 Braun in the kitchen.
Yeah, she 2013 LeBron in the kitchen,
bro.
Shout out to Dina, man. Shout out to Miss Johnson.
Apple pie from scratch, brother. I'm talking about cut the apples in the whole nine, just peeled and cut them James. You heard me? Crazy. My mom made a peach cobbler too from scratch. Look, man, I don't know how I got so blessed to be around so many women that can cook and throw down in that kitchen. And my sister got away because she usually made the best, man. She made the best mac and cheese you ever had in your freaking life, man. But she ain't even make that. Yeah.
I don't eat any of that because like I'm on healthy living down to 244 now. But I would have loved to come over there. Meanwhile, I'm stuck eating grilled chicken and red potatoes. I cook. So now it won't, but
yeah.
Grilled chicken, red potatoes, got some mahi. I'm cooking it up over here, Chef and John.
Yeah, I ain't fucking with none of that. The next time we have a family day, man, I think my sister gonna cook some fried chicken. I'll make sure you get a plate.
Bro, I don't eat fried chicken.
You gonna eat that? You gonna eat that damn chicken, Stacks?
I don't, bro. I can't have no fried chicken. But if your sister bakes it, then
she gonna fry that shit, and you gonna eat it, and you gonna like it, and you ain't gonna leave the table till you finish it.
Oh, so now you making sure I gotta eat the food. Shout out to your mom. Shout out to your sister, man. Shout out to Dina. Shout out to all the women over there.
Yeah, man. Hey, shout out to everybody that was throwing down, man, over the holiday, man. You know what I'm saying? Look, we gotta keep making memories, man. Like for real, gotta keep making good, positive memories.
Yeah.
Because, this world is a shit show.
Yeah.
That's a fact. That is a fact. Also, big shout out again, man, to the Hampton High School Lady Crabbers, man, letting us come in there. That all access episode will drop Tuesday, right before we broadcast their game. That game will be broadcast live on YouTube only, and then we will drop the rebroadcast with color commentary on Wednesday or Thursday, depending on how it is.
We need y'all help. We asking for. We ain't asking for no money. We don't need no money. Like we ain't rich, but we don't need no money. All we need is for you to. It take 3 seconds. Type in Number Streets Podcast. Click subscribe. That helps us get in the algorithm, and that eventually helps us get paid.
Yeah.
All we need is your subscriptions, and we're gonna start putting stuff on YouTube only. All we asking for y'all to do is subscribe. Tell your friends, tell your family.
So what we're going to do is we're going to put exclusive content on YouTube only.
Yep.
We're going to put exclusive content on YouTube only. For instance, the Neptune games with broadcast will be on YouTube only. The high school games will be on YouTube only. All access stuff will be on YouTube only. Now you'll get a clip here or there on social media just to let you know that it's on YouTube only. But our shows, we'll keep doing our shows like this, Facebook, all over the place. But we trying to do something big for you guys, man. The only way we can achieve that is on YouTube. So also the Brotherhood League, we're getting a step closer to doing that. That'll be our adult league basketball program. That's a whole step closer to that. That also will be on YouTube only, live streaming on YouTube only as well.
Yes, we will have people live streaming that again. And we're also, and I'm putting it out here now because I ain't too proud to beg, sponsors. We're going to need to, what's up, Pratt? We're going to eventually need people to sponsor some teams. Whatever money that you can contribute, if you're a business and you're listening and watching, reach out to me, Stretch, or Mike. Well, probably not Mike because Mike don't really be doing the admin stuff. But me and Stretch, we trying to put on for the city, help the community out, and the Brotherhood League is gonna help do that. All we waiting for is insurance approval, and we are good to go. We're good to go.
So, man, yeah, we got a lot on the table, man. A lot coming up, man. Look out for us, man. 2024, the year the number streaks. I like that. 2024, the year the number streaks.
I've been trying to get Stretch to make us some new shirts, man. It's gonna be 8 teams, Eric. 8 people on each team, so 64. But me and Stretch had a little brainstorming session. We may amend that. We don't know.
Yeah, we talking about live drafts, live streaming, the whole 9, man. So I think Stats is down frozen, and Stats is. Are you here? Are you there?
Yeah, I don't know what was happening.
Well, we're with Cox. We're gonna take that as a sign. Look, so prayers up for Hollywood, man. Hope you feel better, man. Big shout out again to Hampton High School, Coach Bailey, all her staff, Coach Rock, Coach James, all the players over there, Dejanelle, Dreana, Lila, KD, Gigi. Look, all you guys, all you ladies, man, we appreciate you guys. Neptunes, Tribe Nation, Team Relentless, Stats, Hollywood Mike. We appreciate you all. Thank you again for tuning in. Catch us Wednesday. We'll be back live on Facebook, YouTube, and all these other dark web channels. December 6th, we go into Bethel, and we will do a full access practice and profile on the Lady Bruins. Check us out on Tuesday. We're live at Hampton High School. Come on by. Say what's up to the number streets, man. So for Coach Mike, Coach Stats, I'm Coach Stretch with the Number Streets Podcast. Peace.